Hi and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham and I'm in Sydney. I'm at the 2024 RIU Resources Roundup. I'm having a chat with Brendan Cummins of Black Canyon, an old mate of the Roadhouse. It's good to see you again, Brendan.
I appreciate it, Wally. It's good to see you again. I know you've been quite busy around the booths today.
Yes, annoying people and yeah, they talk to me until I go away. So Black Canyon, we haven't really caught up for a while, maybe a year or so ago at one of the conferences, but no doubt you've been busy, no doubt you've had a lot going on, so bring us up to speed.
Yeah, we have been. The company, probably since we caught up last time, has significantly expanded our resource space. We've got 314 million tonnes now at 10.5% manganese, and that is actually the largest resource that's been delineated in Western Australia. It's the second largest in Australia, so we've been really proud of that effort. We've done it very economically in only 3 drill programs, so yeah, that's a significant outcome of what we've been doing, and we've sort of moved on as well, looking at the metallurgical processing of that material. So we need to upgrade it from 10% in the ground to like 30 to 33%, and we've made some huge leaps in terms of ensuring we've got a robust metallurgical processing flow sheet for that. And we're getting a lot more interest as well around manganese, because at the moment the manganese price has shot up 35% in the last month.
Yeah, I was going to say something like that, because the manganese market seems to be one that gets totally neglected. Everybody talks about the nickel at the moment and the lithiums and all the rest of it, but manganese it's as important as anything else. And it's a much desired commodity at the moment.
Yeah, look, iron ore and manganese are good mates. They're actually found together up in the Pilbara. You've got the big iron ore mines, you've got really big manganese deposits as well. So when it comes to metal production, crude metal production is about 2 billion tonnes a year. Every tonne of metal that gets produced has 10 kilos of manganese in it. So it's non-substitutable, it's essential for steel production. So there's always a demand for manganese, 20 million tonnes per annum. Because it's a reasonably small market for a bulk commodity, it is quite volatile. So it doesn't take that much of a change in the supply dynamic for it to go up or to go down. So you lost 15% of world manganese units with the shutdown of Groote Eylandt. All of a sudden manganese is worth a lot more, 35% more than it was 2 weeks ago even. So we've been fortunate, we're getting a bit of upside in that in our share price as well, but I think that's the fair way to go, particularly with what we're doing and the activities we're doing on site, in the lab, and then downstream as well. There's plenty to do.
Well, it does come down to timing, and you've already done quite a bit of work there. You're probably ahead of the game as compared to a few peers around the place. So, how far off are you maybe getting in the ground?
Yep. So I'm getting a lot of interest in the offtake. Obviously, there's concern around supply. And Australia's a great location to develop a project. We know the pathway to get it approved. We know how the infrastructure's in place already. So overseas companies are always going to be coming to Australia for that future supply. On the downstream aspect, other companies, I guess, our peers are really going offshore, which is their strategy. But I'd like to do something in Australia to see if we can be the smart country, and look at a location in Australia where we can get access to renewable energy. Use our own ores, or potentially find other feed supplies that we can use to process into downstream high purity manganese sulphate. It's all about diversification of supply. Most of it's made in China. So you've got the Koreans, the Japanese, the Europeans, and the US. The US market are all looking for alternative supplies, and we don't need to be the biggest in the world, but to have a secondary supply outside of China, I think is going to be beneficial.
So what do we sort of expect to hear from Black Canyon in the near future? What's coming up?
On the projects, we're completing a scoping study on 2 of the deposits that we've got in the Pilbara region. We're expecting that out by Q2, hopefully a little bit sooner than that, early June-ish, if everything lines up. And then beyond that, we'd like to go into a feasibility study on those projects and really advance the knowledge and understanding of how we're going to get that to become a mine. Logistics is a massive part of that, so we're 600 km from the coast. We've got to figure out the most cost-effective way to get there. We've de-risked the processing side of things, but there's still more work to do on that to make sure we really nail that down, to demonstrate to potential investors and future financiers that we do have a mechanism to upgrade this material consistently. That's really key and really important. And then on the downstream side as well, there's potential upside there. And I think we can do some smart things around the location studies, where we could put a high purity manganese sulphate plant in Australia.
All right. Well, as always, keep in touch. We like to hear what's going on.
Yep.
And if I don't hear from you, I'll probably bump into you at the next conference.
Good day.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
No worries. Thanks, Brendan.
Thanks.